All right, good day, everyone. So, we are going to be speaking on depression. And clinically, this is known as major depressive disorder. I know a lot of times we as humans say, I'm depressed. But clinically speaking, there are different categories that depression goes into, and we're going to cover those topics today. So there are other depressive disorders as well, which includes disruptive mood dysregulation disorder. I will go through each one and tell you the criterion, and for some of them I will tell you how often it's going to have to occur over a certain amount of time. So we also have persistent depressive disorder, which is dysthymia. We also have premenstrual dysphoric disorder, and we have medication and depressive disorder and unspecified depressive disorder. So the first one is disruptive mood dysregulation disorder, which there are 9 criterion, and it has to last 3 or more times per week, or it has to occur 3 or more times per week for over a period of 1 year. So if you have not met these criterion, or a specific number of those 9 criterion, you would not be diagnosed as having disruptive mood dysregulation disorder. Okay. Also, bipolar disorder falls under depression. Oppositional defiant disorder falls under depression. Attention deficit and hyperactivity disorder falls under depression. Major depressive disorder, anxiety disorders as well, and autism spectrum disorders fall all under depressive disorders. Okay. You also have persistent depressive disorder, which is dysthymia. Okay, there's 8 criterion, and 2 or more of the following have to be present with this, with depression, in order for you to be diagnosed with persistent depressive disorder, which is also known as dysthymia. Follow along with me. I know it's a lot. So you have to have either a poor appetite or overeating. You have to have insomnia or hypersomnia, which means you sleep often, you sleep a lot. Low energy or fatigue, low self-esteem, poor concentration or difficulty making decisions. Feelings of hopelessness. Those are the 6 things. 2 or more of those have to be present during depression in order for you to be diagnosed with dysthymia. All right. Then there is the premenstrual dysphoric disorder. There are 7 criterion. At least 5 of the symptoms must be present in the final week before the onset of menses. Okay, guys, meaning males, individuals with a penile. You may not want to know this information, or you may. It may help you with knowing information about your mom, your sister, your aunt, wife, girlfriend, whatever. So there are 7 criterion, and at least 5 of the symptoms must be present in the final week before the onset of the menses. Okay, so a week before, these signs or symptoms have to be present. Okay, and a few of those are normal when you are experiencing your menstrual cycle. Women, you get mood swings, you have bloating, and all of that wonderful stuff. But if it is overwhelming and you experience other things. So this is the book that I am utilizing. And you're lethargic, you're irritable, moody, feelings of hopelessness, of self-deprecating thoughts, that's when you should seek some professional help. All right. So the other is substance depressive disorder. There are 5 criterion, and the substances that are addressed are alcohol, other hallucinogens, inhalants, sedatives, hypnotic medication, things that put you in like a trance. You also have stimulants, cocaine, and other substances. For medication-induced depressive disorder, there are 5 criterion. Okay? For unspecified depressive disorder, there are specifiers under this disorder that are specific to the unspecified depressive disorder. Okay? Pausing on this. Now, a lot of the times there are circumstances and situations which causes us to be down in the dumps. That does not mean that you have depression. You know, it's normal to feel sad at times. You know, it's normal to feel like, oh man, am I gonna get through this? But when it is for an extensive period, that's when you should have some concerns. That's when you should go to your mental health professionals and inquire about how you're feeling, okay? Nowadays, it is like, oh, you should never be sad, or, oh, you should always be happy, when that's just not the case. That's not human experiences. You know, you grow and you become stronger when you go through those things and you overcome them. Now, there are certain situations where, you know, it causes you to become down in the dumps. The mind is a powerful thing, and I know many of us probably have heard this for most of our lives. For those of us who have never heard it before, your mind is very powerful, and so much so that a female can trick herself into thinking that she's pregnant, and her body will start developing those symptoms. That's how strong and that's how powerful the mind is. So you just have to build mental strength when it comes to some of the disorders that I'm going to discuss. Now, there are those of us who needs a little help, and that's okay. That is absolutely okay. Do not look down on yourself because you need to go to a mental health professional. That's fine. I would say we all need to go to a mental health professional because, one, they cannot disclose information that you give to them unless you say you want to harm yourself, you want to harm someone else, or you know of someone being harmed and you express that to them. Those are the only 3 times that they can breach confidentiality. Okay? So be okay with not being okay. It's the human experience. So don't let people make you feel that you're loony, or you have some out of this world issues. And if you do, just seek professional help. Okay. The common feature of all of the above that I just mentioned, the disruptive mood dysregulation disorder, persistent depressive disorder, which is dysthymia, Premenstrual dysphoric disorder, all of those, the commonality is sadness, feeling of empty, being empty, feeling empty, or irritable mood, okay? That is usually accompanied with somatic symptoms. Somatic means body, so you'll start to feel it in your body.